Welcome to day 62 of our school year. Get that filled in. So let's get our beginning fraction down. We have a total of 180 school days, and we're on day 62. So now we have to think, is our numerator prime or composite? Well, 62 is even, and the only even number that's prime is 2, so it must be composite. And if it is composite, we have to do the prime factorization for both our denominator and our numerator. Okay, so let's see. I can divide by 3. I can get 6 groups of 3 out of 18, and then my placeholder. I can divide by 3 again. I can get 2 groups of 3 out of 60, and then my placeholder. I can divide by 5. 5 times 4. And then that's even. I can divide by 2, and I get 2. When I get to a prime number, I'm done. 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. Okay, here this is even, so I can divide by 2. Half of 6 is 3, half of 2 is 1. 31 is prime, so I'm done. 2 times 31. So let's see what we have in common. We have 2 in common. We do have a 3 in 31, but we need the whole number. We can't just take part of a number. So since I don't have a 31 down here, then that's it. My greatest common factor is 2. And that leaves 31 in the numerator. 2 times 3 is 6 times 3 is 18 times 5 is 90. So 31 90ths. But let's prove that. Let's go ahead and make our groups of 2. Your groups do not have to look like mine, but you do need to have 2 in each group, and you do need to keep your shaded separated from your unshaded. Alright, so I have all my groups of 2. Since I made them this way, I have 5 groups of 2 in each row, so I can count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. And I can find my total groups of 2. Now my groups that are shaded in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31 are shaded in. Okay, now that I've done my division with my model, I made equal groups of 2. I'm going to use my algorithm. So I'm going to divide 180 into groups of 2 and 62 into groups of 2. So I'm going to do 2 times 50 because I know that's 100. Numbers the same, zeros a game, more on top, no need to stop. I'm going to bring that up here. 2 times 40 is 80. Numbers the same, zeros a game. Add these partial quotients. 50 plus 40 is 90. So here, 62. I'm going to do 30 times 20 is 60. More on top, no need to stop. Numbers the same, zeros a game. And then I can get one group of 2 out of 2. 1 times 2 is 2. Numbers the same, zeros a game. add these partial quotients, I get 31. I still need to check divisor times quotient plus remainder, divisor times quotient plus remainder. Since the remainder for both of these is 0, and the identity property of addition says when you add 0 it stays the same, we don't need to actually add the 0. 2 groups of 0 is 0. 2 groups of 9 tenths is 18 tenths. 2 groups of 1 is 2. 2 groups of 3 tenths is 6 tenths. So 62, that matches here, check. 180, that matches here, check. So our numerator is definitely 31, and our denominator is definitely 90. So let's go ahead and fill in our data collection page. We're in trimester 2 now, week 1. Today's date is 11/5/19. And our fraction for today is 31/90. Let's go ahead and get out our number line. We did groups of 2. So we have 29/90, then we have 30/90, which is one of the many, many, many equivalent fractions to 1/3. 1/3 is the simplest form of that one. And then today is 31/90. There's no lines below it because this is our simplest form or equivalent fraction in lowest terms. Only the one above it. Okay, go ahead and put your number line away, erase your worksheet, and thank you for joining me.